This is Enzo.
Hello, Enzo. This is Joyce.
To Yuri's Fish and Fly in Alaska.
You want me to go to Alaska?
Yeah.
It's better to go to Alaska than to Russia, no?
First, we're going to have to speak to Hopper. We need to know that he's alive.
Can you translate?
I'm afraid not possible.
Why not?
Your friend is stuck. He doesn't. Yuri's Fish and Fly. 2 days. Do not call again.
I think that we can trust him like he's not an enemy. Yes, it's not KGB.
So we're both wrong.
Not a friend, but an ally for that situation. A former prisoner? No, one of the soldiers. It has to be one of the soldiers. A Russian guy who can get out of the jail. And that's it. The big guys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
He's part of that freak devil called Hellfire. The cops, they say Chrissy went to him.
Give me a break.
Look, he did something sick.
No, he didn't. Lucas, you know I did.
That's what I'm saying. It's this cult. He's in
D&D? Dungeons and Dragons? It's like a game. It's fantasy.
Do we want to tell them to continue that conversation?
It's my sister. Yeah, she's like a total nerd.
You're a nerd.
Sometimes, you know,
Your sister's killing people, right?
It's good to be a nerd.
One person plays this game and
I'm a
can
nerd.
work their mind. Where Chrissy wants to just stay by, while the cops go around pursuing some bullshit leads, spreading rumors saying she's some drug. He wants to do something.
Oh, he's making a pep speech. Oh, it's not a game, my dear.
He gets his drugs from some guy named Reefer Rick, and sometimes Eddie crashes there.
That sounds promising. Where does this Rick guy live?
See, that's the thing. No one knows.
12 Ricks already have accounts here.
There's a lot of Ricks.
Right? Rick Conroy, 16 Candles, Teen Wolf, and
Nah.
Tim Stone.
No.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Cheech and Chong's next movie. Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams. Cheech and Chong's Up Smoke.
Bingo.
You can hear it also. The first time that it happened to Chrissy, it was into the woods. Second time, into the trailer park. Is it related, to the place?
No matter what you ever hear the name, Victor Creel. Killed his whole family. Kids and wife took their eyes. Maybe he broke out.
Victor Creel is still alive?
Or maybe what happened to him happened to her.
Penhurst Asylum, white mass, and killed babysitters.
Maybe related to that clock, to past, present. What now? Okay, you want... at the end of the... Oh my dear Hopper. They tortured you also. It's the worst part to torture someone. I know what I'm saying, it's weird, but he doesn't understand you.
And you die.
Okay,
You hear?
that he can understand.
She wants to use the phone. She's mad at Enzo. Calls him a Musa. Garbage. It's like pig here. Often directed at cops.
Cops?
Or guards.
Said it. Guessed it.
Welcome to your home, American.
Get Enzo his damn money. And we are getting Hopper back.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, she was lying to you, Mike. Straight to your face ever since you got here. And I've been a total third wheel all day. It's been miserable. So sorry if I wasn't smiling.
You're his friend also, remember?
You called baby a couple times. It's been a year, Mike. Meanwhile, Elle has like a book of letters for me. Well then, maybe you should have reached out more. I don't know. But why is this on me? Why am I the bad guy?
The responsibility right there, you can share it. But at least you can seem more concerned. Yeah. Your dad is alive! Someone needs to tell her that right now. Yes! Please do something about it.
Angela! Uh-oh. Look who it is.
She looks upset.
You ruined my day. Oh no! And I want you to tell my boyfriend that it was just a joke. And that we are really friends. You gonna hurt us with your mean stare again? You'll just have to cry to your daddy instead. Oh wait. Can't do that either.
Punch her! Oh Dieu! Ta mère! Faut qu'elle a niqué sa mère, elle! Oh! With it? You're gonna smash her with it? Oprah would be proud. I'm sorry, I'm against violence, but right there... You broke her nose? I'm not gonna say that, I'm sorry. But again, it's violence, I'm against it, and she did it in front of everyone, so you have a lot of witnesses against you.
What did you do?
She responded to violence with violence. It's really bad, I'm not proud of her, but in a way, I'm glad and Oprah would be proud. But it's bad.
It's Dustin. This is Steve. He's not gonna hurt you, right?
You can be friends, I'm sure of it.
We're on your side.
Come on.
I swear on my mother.
Yes, we swear.
Yeah, on Dustin's home.
Dustin's.
Oh, poor Dustin, mother.
We just want to talk.
You won't believe me.
Let them the chance.
Try us.
Officer?
What are you still doing here?
My friend from the car earlier, I can't find him. Did you maybe see him leave with somebody? Or
I told you kids to go home. Jesus Christ. Mrs. Glenn, we might have a situation.
Remember that in real life it's not moving at all. Yes, all of that in mind. You're haunted by that. Christy maybe was haunted by that with her family.
And her bones dust. Her bones started to snap. Like inside her head. Pulling so
You know how people say Hawkins is cursed? They're not way off.
There are some things worse than ghosts.
These monsters from this other world. I thought they were gone. And that's why we needed to find you.
If you're
No.
back again, we need to know.
You're playing with their nightmares, with their
Did you see anything?
fears.
Dark particles, maybe?
I don't know why I'm doing that. And that's it. Someone is gonna see that happening?
Tried to wake her, man. It was like she was in a trance or something.
We're under a spell. Vecna'S curse.
A spellcaster.
A dark wizard.
You won against it during your campaign. Was it a premonition? You know it's gonna end only with Erika and Dustin close to death. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's something that you have to know about me when I'm nervous, you know, I'm doing stuff like that, like I don't know why or that, or I'm touching myself, like sometimes I'm doing that also, like I don't know, like I need to feel things. Okay, I was nervous, I'm sorry. I know that this enemy, this villain, the name, to discover the name of this villain, it's not gonna surprise the D&D fans and all of that. I'm watching some, not D&Ds, it's another game. I'm gonna put right there the name. I'm watching some people playing to that game, you know, online on YouTube and stuff like that, but not D&D, so I don't know the villains from D&D. That Vecna, I didn't know that one, so I couldn't guess that it would be him. But to know the name, for me, it's not helping me to understand how bad the situation is. The fact that we had Chrissy and now that we have this guy and the things that they are seeing and all, you know, during the first episode I was wrong to think that the place where Chrissy was during that nightmare, that hallucination, was important, that it was a mystery house that they used, you know, to promote this season. Maybe it's still the case, maybe not at all, because if we are thinking about him, his nightmare, it was about something which was haunting him and stuff like that. So maybe, in fact, the situation for Chrissy, that hallucination, it was something which was haunting her. But why these two? For me, it can be related to the fact that they were close to the woods, you know, during that moment. The trailer park, both times, you know, for the guy. Chrissy, it was when she was into the woods, and after that into the trailer park. Oh no, we had that time into the toilet. Oh no, it's not functioning. That theory is not functioning. The clock, both of them, they are seeing a clock. One into a tree, one into... I think that that mystery house can be interesting as a passage, you know, or something like that to the other world. The thing with the clock, for me, it's something more symbolic, you know, something that we can use each time, you know, that clock broke, like you can break the time, you can transform what happened, what is happening. I don't know. The situation is getting worse, no? Just saying, like we have someone else who died, but we have also, because of that, the big boys coming into town, you know, governments and stuff like that who are gonna get involved. We discovered what happened to Hopper and we discovered that he's into a really bad shape. Like, it's not even that, like, what happened to him, how many times he was tortured, how bad he was tortured, and right there it's one of the soldiers who wants maybe to help him to get out, but I'm okay to trust him to a certain point, you know, like, I'm not sure for the end of that partnership, you know, with that guy, we'll see, with Enzo. But at least she knows that he's alive, they have the confirmation of it. Can you tell it to Eleven? Really, she needs to know to have a good news at least, because right there into her life, nothing is good at all. She was bullied during all of this time, right there it was even worse than that, like, I don't know if I can say it like that, but to do that to someone, you know, to make an entire plan, to humiliate someone with so many people involved who are following that move, who are just bullying someone like that together, like no one really is intervening, no one is like, oh, maybe not, you know. I'm not talking about Will and Mike, but just people who are present. Even the guy, you know, is playing the song, aren't you supposed to be older, like, and to go that deep into that plan, turning like that around her and filming that, and after that throwing things on her. I hate them. I truly hate them. I don't want them to die. I want them to be punished. Right there, can we consider that she was punished? Like, you saw it during that moment. I said I want to punch her, but it's not because I want it that I would do it into life. No, I'm really someone who is against violence in general, for sure, but I'm really someone, I was never involved into a fight, you know, like, I'm not sure that I would know how to punch someone, but right there, for sure, I understood Eleven's move during that moment, but for sure, I'm also against it because it's violence. And okay, you're responding to violence with violence, but it's not good at all. even more because all of these people, they saw it and they're gonna tell it to the police, you know, like you broke her nose and stuff like that. It's not good at all. Ah, maybe that's why she got arrested, you know, what we saw into the trailer, we saw her going away. I had the impression during that moment that she was taken by someone else than the police. Maybe officially it's gonna be the police, unofficially it's gonna be other people. During that moment, she remembered, you know, she had the flashback about the first scene of the first episode. Okay, cool, it means that we're gonna continue to work on that. We're gonna try to get Hopper back, it's cool. For 11, that situation was so bad. I'm not considering that as a punishment, you know. It's almost like it's not enough. It's not what I meant, it's not what I wanted. Like, I want her to not to suffer, to be in pain, like just an instant pain. I want her to... Yes, that was a good explanation, what I just said. That was a sound, but that was also an explanation. Mike, the situation with Will was always the one who is into it, but not really. Like, it's so complicated, the situation of Will since the beginning, since episode 1, season 1. I was afraid a lot of time for him to die for sure, but also for him to sacrifice himself, to give up on life or stuff like that. So right there to see it again, that he's left behind, it's making me sad. Even more with Mike, who doesn't understand the situation, like, at least who is acting like he doesn't understand it, and after that he puts the blame, you know, on both of them. I'm okay for that, but you don't seem concerned, you know, by the fact that your friend just right there is telling you that he's feeling left behind. So okay for them, for the situation right there with these characters. For the situation in Hawkins, Eddie, for sure, everyone is gonna suspect him, not his uncle, because of the fact that his uncle saw that body and saw that no one, you know, human could do that to her. Nancy, is she gonna investigate on that story, you know, that name that the uncle gave her? Can it be a lead? Can it be something like maybe something that happened before in Hawkins, like the situation is repeating itself? Maybe it could be interesting with the fact that we are playing with time, the clock and all of that. Maybe it can be something. Eddie, we are finding him. All of the things, you know, to find him, it was cool. It was cool because it's all guys back together, working together, making jokes together. That's always cool. Steve, you have to stop flirting with everyone, really. Bit more focused. Steve, you know how much I love you, but right there, you're not really present, you're not really invested, and I love you when you're invested, when you're right there for your friends. I love him mostly for his loyalty, you know, so I would love to have him more involved. It's weird, you know, in a way, because I have the impression, and I know for sure that each scene is important, and really we have one scene, one action. Like, we're not losing time, we don't have a scene with just people talking to each other, you know, to help the development of characters and stuff like that. We can have scenes only for that sometimes into shows. Like right there, no. They are making developments for the characters, but during action moments. So we are not losing time. And it's great because we have only 9 episodes for this season 4. But at the same time, it's really weird because I have the impression that we're progressing a lot into the story, but not enough. Like, it's already the end of the episode 2. It means that we have only 7 episodes left. So for me, it means that at some point they're gonna rush things even more. If they're continuing on that rhythm, at least for half of the season, it means that the second half of the season, they're gonna need to accelerate things. I think that as soon as we're gonna have Hopper back, at least that story is gonna be resolved. So we're gonna have Hopper back with Joyce, I mean all of the adults back with the kids. So it's gonna help the situation, like we're gonna have maybe more informations, also more reveals during that moment. And as soon also that they're gonna find this house, you know, the thing about this house, the clock, maybe, yes, we can progress also with that. But for now, it's weird. You know, it's weird because, yes, I have the impression that we have a lot of things that we're progressing a lot, but for all of the things that I imagine, you know, right now that we have to resolve, that we have to see and all. I didn't talk about Lucas, I didn't talk about the fact that we're gonna have to deal with these guys, you know, searching for the Hellfire Club. At some point we're gonna have to deal also with them. So see all of the things that we have to deal with, all of the groups that we have to deal with. I'm talking about the police, I'm talking about the Russian guys, I'm talking about this, I was gonna say frat guys, no, the basketball team. We're gonna have to deal, see all of this group, Angela group, all of that, like, I didn't talk about 11 and her first master, mentor, professor, dad. So many things. You're not taking your time, like clearly it's one scene, one action, you're doing that great, but it means that at some point it's gonna be even more actions, like it's gonna be even more difficult, you know, to take. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now and I'm gonna watch the third episode of this season 4. That's gonna be the last one that I'm gonna watch today, to edit the first episode already today, to be sure that you're gonna have it on Monday. Really guys, I'm gonna spend 3 or 4 days entirely focused on these videos for you to have them right on time. So please be nice on the comments, you know, with me. Don't put in the comments stuff like, where is the episode 3, like already, I want the end already. First, I'm not a robot, you know, I'm human. Second, you don't give me orders, you know, I do as I want. And third, in fact, I do as I can also. Like, come on. I'm trying my best to be focused and to do things right for you. I hope that you appreciate that. Again, if you want to have my Patreon, if you want an extended reaction part for this episode, go on my Patreon. And if you want also to have this episode sooner, it's on my Patreon. Okay, it's all for you for today, for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.